If you've decided it's time to write your resume, but you're thinking, hey, I'm not quite sure how to design it, and then you may also be wondering about how to write your resume. Well, today on Over 50 TV, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the 10 top trending resume templates that are out there right now. I'll also give you some tips. I'll share with you 5 tips that I've learned about writing a successful resume. That's all up next, right here on Over 50 TV. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. Well, recently I received an email from a company called Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform that lots of creators like myself use to create social media graphics or presentations, posters. We use it to create documents and pretty much any other type of visual content. Well, Canva emailed me and they said, these are our 10 top trending resume templates. They said that lots of people are using these templates. They're the most popular ones. What I like about them is you can customize them to make them yours. You really just choose a template that you like. You can add your photo or a video if you want. You tweak the colors, change the text, and then you're just ready to go. Before I show you the templates, I'm going to share with you 5 resume writing tips that I've learned over the years. You can have a great looking resume, and certainly Canva can help you to create that nice looking resume. But you can have that great looking resume thanks to Canva. But you also want to have a resume that reads well, that grabs that HR manager's attention. I'm going to share some tips with you, and I'm going to start with tip number 1. Your resume should match the job description. The resume that usually makes the cut is the one that appears to match all of the requirements, including necessary skills and work experience. If your work experience, if you find that it doesn't quite align with the job description, but you know your skills are transferable, then what you'll need to do is you're going to need to craft your resume in a way that convinces that hiring manager that you're a good match. Tip number 2, emphasize your accomplishments, not your duties. Now, emphasize accomplishments, especially those that match the job description. And remember something, your accomplishments, they're the magnet that draws the hiring manager's attention. So don't waste valuable resume real estate writing about duties that can really be better described in the interview process. Resume writing tip number 3, quantify, and quantify. Use cold numbers to describe your accomplishments. Let them know what your annual sales were. Let them know how much money you saved the company during your tenure, and tell them the number of people that you manage. Overall, as we know, people, HR managers included, are impressed with numbers, so give them what impresses them. Resume writing tip number 4, use the profile section to sell you. If you have a profile section on your resume, it'll be the first item the hiring manager sees. So use this valuable real estate to grab their attention. Whatever you do, don't waste this, what I call the Macy's department store window opportunity. Don't waste it by using bland boilerplate text that really doesn't separate you or differentiate you from any other applicant. Use compelling snippets of your accomplishments to dress the profile section up. You want it to grab their attention, and you want them to be wanting to learn and see more. Resume writing tip number 5, stay relevant. Every employer's help wanted post, it tells the candidate exactly what the employer is looking for. So make sure your resume is relevant and on point. Extraneous copy or puffery, it leads and can often lead to information overload. And it tells the employer that you don't understand the qualities that they are looking for in a candidate. Now, if that happens, the employer will quickly move on to the next resume. So now let me show you Canva's 10 top resume templates, and we're going to start with template number 10 at the bottom of this of your screen. I'm going to go ahead and I will list the name of this resume in case you want to check it out. And as I mentioned, there is a link to Canva's website, so it'll be easy to see it. This resume I like for a few reasons. Number 1, it's got some nice graphics in it. It's very, very clean. At the bottom, you'll see the skills, how they rate. You'll also see some icons where it says contact. The experience area, very simple, very clean. So this resume in particular, it's number 10. I can see why it's number 10 just because it's simple and it is clean. This resume is number 9 on Canva's list. I was actually surprised to see this resume rated as high as 9, if just for the fact that as a former graphic designer, somebody who actually started out in the graphic design world, I was kind of surprised to see such a heavy use of reverse, which is that color. As you can see on the left-hand side, it's a color bar going all the way down, but it is a clean-looking resume. I can understand why somebody would want to use it. It's not my preference, but it's clean, it's simple, it's to the point. Resume number 8, and again, I'm putting the name of the resume at the bottom of the page so you can check it out. This one has a picture of the candidate, of the person who is applying. I don't know if I would put a photo on a resume. Some people, they want to do it for whatever reason. If it floats their boat, let them go ahead and do it. This resume, though, is actually very, very clean. It's very simple. What I like about Canva, and I don't know if I mentioned this at all, but each text box is so easy to click on and change. You can increase the size of each text block so that you can see it easily. Very, very simple. I'm not digging on the lines that are going, the horizontal lines that are going across it, but I can definitely see where this one would rank fairly high for quite a few people. But again, this is ranked number 8. Resume template number 7. Got this up here for you to look at. This one is probably my least favorite of all the resume templates that Canva is saying that is in the top 10. And I have no doubt that there's people out there that would like to use this kind of resume, maybe even somebody who wants their photo in the resume. It's got just some basic copy in here for the HR manager to look at. But again, this is probably my least favorite. Canva resume template number 6. And this resume is a 2-column resume, like quite a few of the other ones I've already shown you. I like 2 columns, and it's so interesting to me because when I started out, it was no way I would ever consider using a resume like this, but it is clean, it's simple. I can see why we're starting to get to the higher rankings on Canva, just because of the fact that everything is easy to read. You've got some boldness in here, which helps to highlight the key points that this person wants to mention in their work history. Again, I'm not digging on the photo. I personally wouldn't put a photo in a resume, but there are many people that decide they want to do that. But again, I can see where this is ranked number 6. Canva resume number 5. And this resume goes again, we're using that big, thick reverse bar. From a graphic design perspective, we stayed away from heavy reverse copy. And you see here it says Henrietta Mitchell, sales representative. So you've got that big bar going down, that vertical bar going down the side. It does help for some of the information to pop, but it's not my preference. Still, it's a clean looking resume. It definitely has some potential there. And this resume is resume number 5 on the Canva list. Resume number 4 on Canva's top 10 list is this one that says Henrietta Mitchell Research Coordinator. And this one is super clean. Super clean. You got a couple columns going down, a couple of vertical columns. It's got the headers, the personal profile, awards and achievements, contact information. Everything just pops. It stands out. It's one thing too about Canva, which I do want to mention on this. It helps you to keep your copy concise. You do want to normally you want to provide a 1-page resume. I've seen many people over the years when they submitted a resume to me, I'd seen resumes that had 2 pages. I've even seen resumes that had 3. Keep it clean, keep it simple. This resume, I think, pops. I can definitely see why this resume is number 4 on Canva's list. Canva resume template number 3. And this one, once again, Canva likes to use some bars, some heavy bars going down on a vertically. I usually don't like it, and I've mentioned that previously, some of these other resumes, but for whatever reason, this one does seem to work. And the reason I think it works is because it really helps to pop when it comes to the area that you see work experience, academic history, and the main interest. It does pop. it does. One thing about Canva, which is such a good idea, I really like this idea, is it does kind of rope you in. It kind of forces you to use, to keep a copy limited. The economy, to me, when you do that, is very important. It gets rid of some of what I mentioned previously. You don't have puffery, you don't have extraneous copy. It keeps it tight. So this, to me, is a nice resume. It is number 3 on Canva's list. Canva Resume number 2. And this, to me, is a resume that I think could easily be number 1. It's probably, if you're going to have 2 ones, I'd say this is one of them. It's a traditional look. It's very clean. It fits my taste perfectly. And it is a simple resume to look at. So yeah, I'd say this resume, in my opinion, it's very close to being number 1. Number 1 in Canva's 10 top resume templates, and we're going to bring this up really slow on the screen. You're going to look at it right there. There you go. It's a nice looking, clean resume, and I guess it's my graphic design background that really speaks when I look at something like this and I say, boy, this is clean. You don't have a lot of extraneous copy. There's nothing out in here that's going to make you not want to look at it. It just has the copy blocks right where you need them. Everything is at a nice level in terms of size, of the type, and certainly in terms of the cleanness of the look. So yeah, I can definitely see where this one made Canva's number 1, got Canva's number 1 position on their list. It's a nice looking resume. Well, that's all I got for you today, folks. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'm hoping that one of these 10 templates, one of them will catch your eye, and you'll look at it, you'll say, yeah, I'm going to use that template for my next resume. Well, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Over 50 TV. You can do that just by hitting that little red button that's underneath the screen. But there is a little bell. If you hit that little bell, every single time we upload a new video, you'll be notified. If you don't hit that little bell, you won't be notified. Well, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.